Justin Hopkins set to get this one going. And off we go from Cleveland. Now Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
On the return, the Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 26.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. A little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Going deep here for Landry. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Not the desired outcome, but probably won't be the last time we see him take a shot downfield.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. And this returnable for Sims. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
Their own 23-yard line.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 22-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now a give right side. It's Gibson. And this Browns defense coming to life. They get him behind the line for a 2nd straight play. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Loss of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Smith. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
15. 1st down, Washington.
Now a handoff here to his running back.
Antonio.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Washington ball carrier.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. Yeah, he was looking to get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody go. That a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
A second down throw for Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he's going to be taken down about a yard shy of the first at the 29. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
So certainly an interesting call there to go for it, and it'll be a turnover on downs. They'll run on first down. Gibson, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
It's a gain of
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner?
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. The D-tackle Sheldon Richardson came barreling in for the sack. So now on 4th down, Washington will hand things over to their kicker, Dustin Hopkins. We're scoreless after 1.
Dustin Hopkins for the Washington field goal. A 52-yard attempt.
That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar, and this will remain a scoreless game.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
A gain of 2. Brings up
from the 44. Mayfield over the middle to Beckham. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
46-yard line.
Play fake. Mayfield. And finding the tight end Hooper. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Mayfield finding Beckham, and they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
2nd and 2.
Going right back to Beckham here, complete. Yeah, the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
1st and goal at the 3.
They'll give it to Chubb, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
This defense is really flown around.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Mayfield finding Odell Beckham with a touchdown pass as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Cody Parkey is on now for the point after. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns.
Makes the score Browns 7, Washington 0. Cody Parkey set to kick off.
Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. Sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. They'll run with McKesson. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
Ball carrier. The tackle.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out. And a 5-yard penalty. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Thomas, the intended target, and it's third down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Throwing on third down, Smith. And he finds McLaurin. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll fake it. Now Smith. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Touchdown, Washington.
A 24-yard touchdown. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
At 7. Dustin Hopkins to kick off for Washington.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he returns this to the 22.
Peoples-Jones on the return. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. Run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Mayfield on first down. And it's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards on the play. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. That one is caught by Hunt. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. First down marker at the 8. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Mayfield on 3rd and 2. The quick slant caught. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2.
Cleveland Browns.
7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
Mayfield with it once more. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Mayfield's pass, intended for Kareem Hunt, incomplete.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Going to the air again with Mayfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Rashard Higgins in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns have taken the lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the gun, here's Smith. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Smith. And this one's incomplete. Dontrell Inman, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards the pickup there.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete.
Complete to Logan.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
1st down, Washington.
Again, Smith. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
I don't care what sport you're playing. everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent game. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Logan Thomas, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Hopkins with the extra point, and we are tied at 14.
Dustin Hopkins, the kickoff for Washington.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
First and 10 at their own 21.
The Browns drive about to get started. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
3-yard line.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Mayfield now. Quickly into the hands of Beckham. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Browns, first down.
That is caught at the 7. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on the... And he takes this one in for a Brown score. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Browns have moved out in front. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
2nd and 10, Smith again. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. Wow. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Washington.
Complete to number
Terry McLaurin, 75 yards. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. The ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. He can only get a yard after all that. It's second down. Throwing, Mayfield. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up third down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on fourth down.
Jim. Mike's 54.
They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Play action. It's Smith. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Oh, Thomas unable to reel that one in, and that'll bring up second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Off to Thomas on the left side. And he would be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Well, they'll say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And this one is right down Broadway. And it's 3-0 Washington. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Peoples-Jones on the return. The Browns take over 1st and 10.
The Browns drive about to get started. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
It's 2nd and inches.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Open man is Higgins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
1st and 10 at the 40.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. Going back to Lander. This time he's got him complete. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 27-yard line. Mayfield completes it to Higgins. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. The end result, 21 yards.
6-yard line.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Baker Mayfield with a touchdown pass to Austin Hooper. And once again, the Browns are back in front. Yeah, he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Now Parkey for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Browns 28, Washington 24. Set to kick off.
Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
It's a gain of
23 yards, the final tally.
First down.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. After the sack on first down, Smith. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 27 yards there, a first down. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards. So tough to cover a big tight end like that.
It changes the chalk, as one of my coaches like to say, meaning the normal things don't apply. All right, you used to say, okay, there's a tight end going out. We're either going to put a big linebacker on him or maybe a safety and call it a day. Now, because of the strength of that position and the sheer number of catches that they make as well as their dexterity, sometimes you have to put a cornerback on him because he might be the primary guy going out for a pass. It changes what they do defensively, and it's usually not good for the defense.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. On 4th down, Smith. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this Browns defense stands tall. So obviously that one really hurts not to be able to convert. But this one's not over yet, Charles. Look at the clock, and then also 2 timeouts still left for him.
And if I'm coaching the defense, I think I'm going all out. And what I mean by that is nothing but pressure packages going at them. I'm going to force them on offense to kind of gamble a little bit because I will leave openings. Right? You can sting me, but how often will they want to do that? They're going to want to run the ball and bleed the clock. I'm going after them, hoping to make a big play.
And in a sense, 3 timeouts with that 2-minute warning looming.
Great note right there because it was the 2 timeouts. They get a 3rd one back. They still have a chance.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. He finds Beckham complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
It doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And he's going to have a first down on a gain of about 10, and that'll take us to the 2-minute warning. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, and now it's second down. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And they, in fact, will throw it. And that will be incomplete.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11.
King. Right there, 54, right there. 54 Mike. It's time to move. It's time to move. 54 Mike.
Here's Mayfield. Over the middle to Beckham. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 28-yard line.
Mayfield. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone.
And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
Well, they were backed up on 3rd and goal, and when you saw him start to scramble, my thought process was he'll get what he can and maybe get out of bounds. But he got a little bit greedy there, and in this case, greed was good as he got into the end zone.
Parkey adds the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. On 2nd and 10, Smith. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. 35. Charles, we saw a lot of points.